Shirley, how are you? I'm the Frugal Fun Mum here in Adelaide, Australia. I want to welcome you to our channel and to today's video where I say welcome to my kitchen, where we are going to be doing some mega cleaning. So I hope this is a motivation for you. It's sort of a get ready for Christmas, but also to sort of get ready for a kickstart of the new year. So we're going to be cleaning from a top to bottom today and sorting out some of the cupboards and just rearranging all those little things that have been in my to-do list forever. Want to get on top of it. So we're going to be basically starting from here and working our way all around the kitchen. So I'll take you with me. Parts of this video will be me talking to you, parts will be music or a voiceover. It just depends who's walking in and out of my kitchen because everybody is home today, so I will work around them, and they don't want to be in my video, so I will film around them and see how we go. So without further ado, let us start and enjoy. So of course I've got to put away all the dry dishes and then clean some more that didn't fit in the dishwasher. I just want to get some bench space so I can clean some of the oven baking trays that we use, because I know that some of them are long overdue for a good scrub. And then I'm cleaning the top of the cupboards as well. This ladder, I walked up and down it about 8 times. I just started wiping the top of the cupboard and then figured, oh my god, it's too hard, so I'll leave it at the end. This cupboard on top of the oven, we just keep our flat baking trays and cooling racks and anything else I need to sort of hide in there. And then right on the top we have like this baking tray thing, which you can see on the bottom that I'm holding here. It came with the oven. We don't use it, but it gets dusty, so I'm going to give it a good clean. I've got this barkeeper's friend that everyone on YouTube seems to be raving on about how good it is, so I'm just going to work it in there and leave it for a bit and see how we go. Moving on to the microwave, and just put a cup of water in there, cooked it for about a minute, and of course the steam helps loosen all the bits and pieces that are in there, but you know, there's always those 1 or 2 little bits that you're trying to get into. And then we're going to move on to the oven. This is the bane of my existence, I'm sure of it. I cleaned the oven only a couple of months ago, so it's not too bad, but yeah, it was driving me a bit up the wall. I got this easy off bam oven cleaner because I've seen Ari Katerina on YouTube use it, and I thought I'm gonna do what she does, spray that and then put Glad wrap on it and then leave it. Word of warning, it is a little bit caustic. It smells, so well ventilated, and then yeah, leave it for a bit. Just cleaning some of the seals that are around for the oven door, because these collect a fair bit of grease and grime as well, and I know that rubber seals are usually the first thing to go on any appliance, so I want to make sure I look after them. This oven's only a year old and does a really good job, but yeah, you just want to make sure that all the little bits and pieces are clean. So we're going to shut that and leave that for a little while. I got my flat baking trays here, and again I'm going to use some barkeeper's friend and just to see if I can lift off some of the heavier grease stains. It worked okay, but you know, it's kind of a lot of effort. I think we'll just stick everything on there. I think next time I might use outside some oven cleaner and let it sit for a bit. I always use baking tray paper on these trays anyway, so it's not like any food actually touches the bit, but yeah, still. And giving a scrub over of the oven trays, I was surprised at how quickly all the little bits and pieces lifted. I think I did such a great job cleaning them last time, and so that's really good. But still, I just used a little bit of it's like Ajax but Coles brand, and wiped over and then left it for a bit, and then I came back later to give it a really good scrub and it looks brand new. Love it. So I put those to the side just to sort of let them sit for a little bit, and I had another little baking tray pan thing here that I actually bought from an op shop for a couple of dollars, and it hadn't had a really good clean, so I thought I would give it a bit of a scrub over. There's a little bit of Barkeeper's Friend in there as well, and I'm surprised at how much dirt or whatever lifted. Yeah, you can see on the Scrub Daddy in a minute it's like a black, yeah, and it polishes up really well, so I'm going to give it a rinse and you'll see how shiny it looks. So I'm happy I gave it a bit of a scrub over, and now I know it's pretty clean before I've used it, and yeah, it looks good. Back to scrubbing that roasting tray, and I can still feel there's a whole lot of other grease and stuff on there, so I think I'll have to give it another clean later on. And then just moving on to a couple of the patty pan tins that we have. I swear these are just impossible to clean. Just so many little nooks and crannies, but still, at least I'm going to give it a bit of a basic scrub over, and I can always run it through the dishwasher maybe another time and give it another scrub, but for now I'm happy, at least I've got sort of a basic done. Time to come back and give the oven a good scrub. I can't believe how much grease it lifted just from that little spray that I had in there. It was there for about half an hour. There are instructions on the bottle, I never read them. And just going over with a Scrub Daddy and cleaning. There were still a few little bits that it didn't lift as well as I expected, so I've just got a little scraper in a few areas. But it's better than what it was last time, and it lifted a lot more. So overall I'm happy, and next time I clean it again, which I think I'll have to make it more of a regular thing, hopefully it will lift even more again. Again, I cut out the footage of me for half an hour trying to figure out how the racks go back in the oven. I never seem to be able to work it out right. It just, yeah, drives me a bit insane. And then it's funny how once you're actually at eye level you can see more dirt, so I spent some time cleaning out all the tiny little cracks. Why, I don't know, but you know, we do what we do. And then these two drawers hold all of my baking trays. I don't really have a rhyme or reason, except the top tray holds the little things and the silicone type things I need, and then the bottom one holds the bigger patty pans, trays, baking things, etc, etc. Onto the stove top. This is one of my favorite things to clean because it just comes up so well. Give it a bit of a vacuum. And then again, I've just got Barkeeper's Friends because I saw someone use it on theirs and I thought, oh, I like the look of that. And I'm just giving it a little bit of a light scrub over, but then I'm gonna leave it. I'm so happy that a lot of my knobs come off for the stovetop, so I can clean those separately and get into any nooks and crannies. And then just cleaning the walls because I end up splattering dinner over most of them. I wish that the grout here was an actual silicone and not a proper porous grout. I just think it would be easier to clean, but also I know that some of the silicone grout gets mold behind it, so yeah. These are the grease filters or exhaust fans, so I'm just going to clean those again in some hot water, and then I'm also using a little bit of Barkeeper's Friend. I'm going to let them soak for a bit and then just give this a bit of a wipe over as well. I love scrubbing this stove top because I can get into all the little nooks and crannies and it gets all rid of the dirt, and look how good it polishes up. Oh, I love it, it looks so good. And then there is the game of trying to put back all the knobs on top of each one. It was hilarious. It's taken me a little while to figure it out, but I know what I'm doing now, and I'm just giving the top racks a little bit of a clean. Oh, so beautiful. I love it, it looks so good. Now just taking a toothpick and just running along the edge because it does collect a lot of little, that's the best word to describe it, and yeah, picking up all those bits that you wouldn't necessarily get. Bit of a rinse off with the filters, and then I'm gonna put them back in. Moving to under the oven stovetop thing. This is pretty easy area. We don't have a lot of pots and pans, so it's a pretty quick and simple area to organize. But then we move around the corner to the plastics cupboard and oh, it's a mess.
Yeah, we have a few things that we need to find their lids.
Yeah, so trying to match up each thing with a lid, at least I know what most of them look like, so that wasn't too bad. But I was surprised at how many lids I had left over at the end, so I have no idea where the container is. I do have some other areas of the kitchen and house to declutter, so I'm hoping that I'll find them there. If not, yeah, so at least it's organized enough. I do like this cupboard, except I don't really like how it's got a lot of space there. Stuff gets lost behind it, but we work with what we can. Back to the roasting baking tray. Again, you can see how much grease has come off, so I'm just going to give that a bit of a scrub and clean around, and then what I'm actually going to do is wrap it in a couple of plastic bags, because it's going to live back on top of the cupboard because it doesn't fit in the cupboard, and then this way it's protected from the dirt and air and everything else. It's time to clean the toaster. I bought this toaster just because it has this little pull-out tray. I see everyone else do it and I was like, I want a toaster that does that. I stupidly thought that everything just falls through the toaster and onto that tray, so I was surprised there wasn't much on there. But yeah, there's still a whole lot of stuff inside, so turn it over and give it a couple of bangs, probably many more than I should have, so I hope it still works tomorrow. There's so much stuff inside, it always surprises me. So yeah, I guess tomorrow when I use it, no doubt we'll have that little burning smell of anything remnants that are left over. So I've given it a polish all over and it's come up good as new. I have been waiting forever to clean this kettle. As you can see, inside is God knows whatever. See, it is possible to burn water. And so, of course, I googled how to clean it and everything said equal parts water to vinegar. So I thought, sure, why not? And I'm just going to add some citric acid in there for good measure. Boil it, leave it for 20 minutes, come back, rinse it a couple of times, and hey, good as new. Moving on to the cupboard under the sink, and oh, these bins, let me tell you, drive me a bit insane. So I got them from Kmart because everyone on social media was like, they're amazing. First of all, I have no idea what bags should go in there, so if anyone can please tell me, because when I try and put bags in there, they catch on part of the railing and then they tear and then rubbish goes everywhere, so it just drives me insane. It's meant to be one bin for rubbish and one for recycling, but I seem to be the only one that uses it because we have a bucket on the other wall where we put a lot of our recycling and stuff, so it's easier for Scott to take it to the bin, and everyone's in that habit already, so I'm trying to change it, but yeah, I don't know, it's just not working. I got these acrylic drawers that you'll see in a second because again, every man and his dog seems to have them under the sink to store dishwashing tablets and cleaning cloths and things like that. We tend to have our cleaning cloths in our linen cupboard because we have all our towels and our tea towels in there, because again, we're still trying to figure out how to use this kitchen to its best efficiency, and tea towels, just there's not a spot for them anymore, so we will get there. But yeah, so I'm just kind of sticking everything back in here. At least it is a bit more of an organized fashion and it looks good. That's what counts. So at the end of the night, as you can see, long day, had to do dinner and also just cleaning up, emptying out the dishwasher and putting a few bits and pieces away. I ended up clearing the other end of the bench, which I haven't shown you. So this was the end of day one. So welcome to day two, where we're onto the drawers that are next to the dishwasher. Top one's got all our cutlery, second one has all of our utensils and the basic baking things that we use all the time. The third one has the plastic bags and rubbish bags, cutting mats, everything else. The bottom one has all of our bowls and plates. It's close to the dishwasher, so it's easy to unload. And now we're onto the dishwasher that I've been putting off forever, but I'm finally happy to be here, believe it or not, and to get into a few little nooks and crannies that I know need a massive clean. It took me half an hour to figure out. You just click open these little bits on the tray and it just slides right out, and again it's just so greasy and disgusting, so it needs a super good clean. Pulling out the filter, I have to clean that quite regularly actually, so that wasn't too bad in there, but this water sprayer thing, again pretty greasy, so just giving a bit of a spray over and just wiping a few of the areas. I'm just wasting time, clearly there's so much gunk and stuff in there, it just needs a really good scrub, so decided to get in there with that and do that now. And then I was literally here for an hour trying to scrub all the bits and pieces and clean it, and just so much just yuck. That's all I can say. It's the best word that I can. And I'm trying to clean all these like little nooks and crannies and move things around and can't figure anything out, and then I sort of see that there's a couple of screws in this base plate and figure I can move those a bit and then steam clean underneath. And then a little bit later I'm having a little bit of a jiggle, and then I kind of work out, oh, this comes off. So pulled it off, was able to give everything a really good clean, so I'm super happy with that. And thank God it went back together again because we all know when I take things apart they don't always go back together again. So I cleaned all the other bits and pieces. It took me quite a while, so thank God this is in speed motion. I can't believe again how greasy so many of the things get. So I'm going to put it all back together again and then give it a really big wash with some vinegar, and I've got a finish tablet as well, so I'm going to run it through a super hot cycle and then see how we go. So it's cleaned it pretty well, but there's still a sort of few spots in there that are annoying me. So I think that after another sort of dishwash, it will help clean it a bit, and I'll put another finish tablet in there as well. The final thing I have to do is cleaning the sink. I've just got some bicarb that I'm putting in here, and then got some vinegar, and then I'm going to pour some hot water down in a minute once that's settled, and just giving the whole sink a really good scrub over. It looks so good when it's finished and all polished up. It seems to take so much water but yeah, I love how shiny the sink is. Our sink is our original sink. Even though we got the kitchen remodeled, we decided to use it, and I'm just finishing up a couple of the spots that I forgot to do beforehand and just wiping over some of the walls. I already wiped over a few of the doors and things like that. So here is the after, and I'm super happy with it. Well, there you go guys, that is at least this half of the kitchen done. I didn't even get to all the cupboards and stuff over there. There's some other things I want to declutter, so that will be another video for you guys. Either way, it's taken me about 12 hours over the 2 days to do everything. Oh, it's a lot of work. It was a good workout, so didn't have Zumba class. Clean your kitchen. It's really good. Thanks so much for watching guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching me like a crazy lady clean. I promise that I won't let some of the things get that bad before I clean them again. Oh, I tell you. Then again, I could probably be back here in a few months saying the same thing. So leave me a comment below and let me know if you enjoy a super clean kitchen, if it's your staple of your household, and if there's some tasks that you love to clean and really get into the nitty-gritty of things. I hope that you guys have a very Merry Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!